Европското првенство во фудбал во овој период е во центарот на вниманието. Затоа, интересните клипчиња им ги отстапивме на најважната споредна работа во светот.
Тема на денот, тема на неделата, тема на месецот, Европско првенство во фудбал. Тоа е денешната тема на рубриката Внимание.
Конечно нешто го сврта вниманието од индиските и турските серии, но сега телевизорите се ефтини, па секој си има по дома по неколку.
Но овој пат машките не мораат да седат и од куртуазија да гледат серии, бидејќи сега имаат и дебела причина да се раздалат од женскиот пол.
Но има и девојки кои страствено навиваат за својата омилена репрезентација, а сериите па ги гледаат репризите, се разбира.
Фудбал, најважната споредна работа на светот. Во секоја репрезентација најважен е голманот, но пазете кој ви го чува голот.
First up, it's the top 10 careless hands. In World War I there was a saying, careless talk costs lives. Well, in football there's a saying too, careless hands cost, goals. Great corner, great header, great save, oh you knob. Sometimes the save can be a little too easy, at least that's the theory. You can't blame the keeper here. Voller's mullet is bearing down on him like a head-mounted ferret. That's enough to put anyone off. Dave Besant was once out injured for several weeks after dropping a jar of mayonnaise on his foot. Looks like he's been rubbing it on his hands as well. Oh, he's getting it everywhere now. The experienced sportsman takes mistakes in his stride, keeps his cool, his composure, his dignity, knowing the cameras are always on him. Oh, David James, wash your mouth out. The Socceroos keeper was known as Spider. Apparently in the dressing room after the game he couldn't get out of the bath.
And Kamak has missed it! An awful error from the Australia goalkeeper!
And he ate flies, and regurgitated his food. I made that up, to be honest. I had to, the truth is pretty boring. He's got 8 legs.
By Brown.
Years later, Brown would let in 10 goals in one match against Gillingham. Here he is getting a bit of practice in. Scotland robbed home 2-0 against this ultra-mobile Zaire team. Let's see that again. I've seen some Buteo players react quicker than that. Dalglish twists, turns. The shot is nothing special, but watch the guy behind the goal in the yellow.
One can only feel despair for Ray Clements.
His job is to measure the distance between Ray Clements' legs. And there it is. 6 feet 2 inches, a new world record. Gary Sprake forgets the laws of gravity. What goes up must come down.
Let it go! Oh, and Sprake furious with himself, as indeed he ought to be.
Think of your own career if it helps, Gary.
Не ми е јасно зашто голманите не се стават лепак на ракавиците. Така сигурно ќе ја фатат топката.
Велат во фудбалот најтежок удар е оној со главата. Треба да знаеш како да ја удриш, да ја усмериш, но уште потешко е да дадеш автогол со глава.
Next up, the top 10 hopeless headers. Controlling the ball with your head is harder than it looks. Mind you, it's not as difficult as controlling an actual head. Me and my mates found this old man's head down by a railway line once. It was a bugger to control, bobbling all over the place. Be thankful if football hasn't got ears.
You bring me out too many times.
Jamie Pollock's own goal sent Man City crashing down and kept QPR afloat. QPR fans showed their gratitude by hijacking an internet poll and voted Pollock the most influential man of the last 2,000 years, beating Jesus, Karl Marx and Einstein, who later all signed for Chelsea, of course. Come on, Ramon. My friend Headless Dave could have scored that.
Too many times. Now let me out to try.
No offside flag, and he was a long way off target.
Beasley. Nothing I can say is going to make that any funnier. Saying that, Paul Beasley's technique was watched and copied far and wide.
Now Debray!
Why don't they do some reverse goal celebration when they score own goals? Maybe a little run to the corner flag, a shimmy, then kill yourself.
But there's one more thing I've got to know. You just say you don't know. You don't know. Oh no.
Sorry, Dowie. I was only joking about killing yourself.
It was the perfect header from Ian Dowie. Sadly for him, it was at the wrong end.
So I'll go before I fall to pieces. Yes, I'll go.
Frank Sinclair, looking pretty foolish. Well, at least he won't do that when they play Chelsea next week. Oops, maybe I jinxed that.
Не е да главата да фризурата кидае, треба да бидеш соодветно пострижен за да можеш да ја удеш топката како што треба.
Во фудбалот велат најпонижувачка работа е да си постигнеш автогол. Никој не знае како име на оние кои ја затрашле сопствената мрежа.
There's nothing more humiliating in football than scoring an own goal.
Casual.
Well, except for your mother turning up halfway through a game, grabbing you by the ear and bollocking you in front of your mates for calling your grandmother Pongo. I was 8. Blackburn paid 1.5 million quid for Kenner in 1995. If you're quick, he's on eBay today with a reserve of £1.50. This clip is pretty complicated. Goalie handles outside the area. Defender assumes the ref for a blow. Defender nonchalantly kicks ball into own net. Cameraman misses it completely. Ref ignores goalie's handball and the own goal stands. Moral, always play to the whistle. Come on, own up. Who ordered the bloody Scouser, Graham? Luckily, Tony Hadley's career with Spandau Ballet was a little more successful than his time as a goalkeeper. Now, if you are going to score an own goal, you might as well make it one to remember. Go on, hammer it home, enjoy the moment. I wonder if Donaghy ever played for Scotland again. Hang on, let me check my notes. No. Frenchman Franck Coudre was wittily nicknamed French Frank. No wonder the French got rid of it.
Ќе бидам искрена, не сум многу по фудбалот, но стварно е потребна голема вештина за да можеш да го совладаш голманот, поготово собствениот.
Последниот клип ние кавадарчани вака би го крстиле. Ево ај баба че го додеше, но топката е трагалезна и се врти.
The top 10 misses that my granny could have scored. I'm not sure if this is true. My granny was more of a knitter than a footballer. She wasn't much of a knitter, to be honest. I've no idea who this is, but I take it all back. My gran could definitely have scored from there.
Kalou.
And there.
Dit is toch niet te geloven? Dit is niet te geloven.
In case you don't speak Dutch, that means my granny could have scored that. Oh, Granny Pat could have got that one with her hands tied behind her back.
And really, he should have scored then.
Knitting. Japan should go 1-0 up against Croatia here. Oh.
And incredibly, Yanagasawa has missed a gift of a chance. He wouldn't have missed it.
She could have got that with her hands behind her back, knitting, and a bag over her head. Which is how she appeared in most family photos, funnily enough. Jeez, that one, hands behind her back, knitting, bag over the head, and forced to carry an orange under her chin, Gran would still have got it. Freddie Lundberg. Right, hands tied, knitting, bag over the head, orange under the chin, and playing Stairway to Heaven on the banjo. All the above, plus now senility has taken hold. Gran would still have nailed it. Although, to be fair, she may not have had the skill to get into that scoring position. She was more of a classic centre-forward, my Gran. Think a grey-haired, piss-stained Lineker. Actually, just think Lineker. I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb here, Ravanelli. She could have scored that even today. And she died nearly 20 years ago.
Unbelievable. Steve Steinbox is goal! No! It was lined up for a goal!
Actually, I'm not sure she could have got that one. She was no good with her left foot. That Steve Stone effort shouldn't be in this list.
Contra again, wriggling. Horsfield, onside! How did that stay out?
Oh, she'd have had that, though. My great-grandmother could have got that, and she was French.
Мора и на баба другачката ова ќе го дадеше. Затоа внимавајте за кого навивате и пред се на кој се облажувате.